The following program is rated TV-MA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Have the good boys and girls gone to bed? Then I guess that means it's time.
Enjoy the ride.
I've been down this road before. I'll give my all and settle the score. I know the battle's mine, I'll stand alone. I'm never gonna change my way. Don't give a fuck about whoever stands in my way. Don't give a fuck, I'd cut the deck my own way. I won't let I'll make a revolution. Back down, you're already broken. Whoa, we're never tired of running. Whoa, we're never tired of hiding. We like to feed on the fear in your eyes. Hey, another round, now's the time we were born for this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God it's Friday. And thank God for Friday Fight Night. We have packed the Riverside Performing Arts Center to the max. And we are ready to bring you the absolute best in burlesque wrestling. I'm your commentator, Jarrett. And alongside me, the beautiful and charismatic Isla.
That's right, Jarrett. We are here to kick off Friday Fight Night 3rd year, and this one promises to be the best of the best. But that sounds like Ryder's music. It looks like the general manager has decided to grace us with her presence once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the general manager of Beautiful Bitches of Wrestling. She is Ryder.
Just like last year, it looks like Ryder will be here to greet the BBW faithful for the start of year 3. The March iconic last fight was an absolute feast for the eyes and a very strong cap to a very strong year. But what does Ryder have in store for year 3?
Last year, Ryder introduced the Triple X Championship, began the tag team tournament, and fired 10 women. I don't know how she plans on topping that this time, but let's see what she has to say.
Well, hello again, all of my little perverts. Whether you're a die-hard fan here from the start of this journey, picked it up along the way, or even if you are seeing BBW for the first time, welcome. It's been a long journey on our way to becoming the best burlesque wrestling on the internet. And yes, we are going to be saying that a lot. Year 2 ended with a spectacular bang, and there are even more surprises in store for you and for all of the lovely women in the back. While I have this time, let me say, congratulations to the newest BBW Internet Champion, Tessa Vivacious. It was a long time coming, but you have successfully captured the gold that had eluded you for so long. However, Tessa, you are a 4th-year competitor, so the moment you lose that belt, you will never be able to challenge for it again and will be automatically moved to the BBW Championship Division. And speaking of the BBW Championship Division, Amanda Violet may still be reigning supreme on the top of the mountain, but it could be questioned that she never would have attained the gold had she not had the Money Shot briefcase. A briefcase that grants the bearer to a BBW Championship match, anytime, anywhere. Well, that very briefcase will be contended for yet again. At the end of this month, on May 30th, the first of BBW's pay-per-views will be coming around yet again. The Money Shot, your main event being the Money Shot ladder match. 6 qualifying wrestlers will compete in a ladder match with a Money Shot briefcase hung above the ring. The wrestler to retrieve it will become the bearer of the briefcase and can take their money shot anytime and anywhere. Just like last year, we will be determining who shall wrestle in the Money Shot's main event with 6 qualifying matches, 2 of them happening tonight on the premiere of Year 3. As Miss Morgan will be taking on Mean Beefy Patterson, and then later in the night, Ivy Cloud will go one-on-one with Veteran Mummy. There will then be 2 more qualifying matches on the next Friday Fight Night. Though that leaves 2 more open spots. Well, those will be decided on the BBW Extras, where there isn't a Friday Fight Night. That's right, BBW Extra will be expanding, not only including 9 matches every single week, but now also including more juicy stories, along with the bare naked wrestling that I know my perverts love so much. Even more of a reason to join the Patreon at the $5 tier or above, so you don't miss out on any of the action. And lastly, as always, BBW will likely be welcoming in new rookies either through BBW Extra or just premiering on Friday Fight Night in their own spectacular and unique ways. And thus, some house cleaning will need to be had. When I make a promise, I do everything in my power to keep it. So, Gonzalez, Hate, Hugger, Nikki Lyon, Roxy, Sarah, Vega, Ditzy, Emmy Solo, and Indiana. Congratulations, and welcome to the unemployment line. BBW is only here for the best of the best, and like it or not, you 10 are the worst of the best. Don't worry, security is already on standby. You will have 1 hour.
Excuse me, thank you. Hi there, you may not know me, but wow, do I sure know you. My name is Arista. That name may not mean much to you now, but it will. I am from Standards and Practices, representing the network. We've been watching you, Ryder, and more importantly, I've been looking at the extensive file that you and BBW have accumulated. Let me see here. Oh, that's right. 3 suspensions in 1 year and almost pulled off of the network entirely. It's been made clear to myself and to my bosses that BBW needs someone to oversee what happens in your day-to-day operations, to make you more family-friendly and appealing to potential advertisers and new viewers to your, admittedly, popular television program.
I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to stand here and take...
I'm not done. You see, as popular as BBW has become, there are still rules that need to be followed. And like it or not, you are not above these rules. Like it or not. You must answer to the network, and as a representation of the network, you must answer to me. So, no. There will be no women fired tonight. And hereover, all suspensions and removals must be approved before they can be authorized. Secondly, Friday Fight Night has shown far too much skin for far too long. What you do on pay-per-view is your own business, but on the network, we have standards. I've already spoken to your locker room and to your seamstresses. Your wrestlers will be dressing far more modestly if you want to stay on the network. And we are just getting started cleaning this place up. But for now, you're welcome.
Holy heck, Arista just came in and immediately shook things up. But we need to go over your card for tonight's matches, starting with the first qualifying match for the Money Shot ladder match. It's Mean Beefy Patterson taking on Miss Morgan.
And right after that, we go straight into an old school tag team match as the Pharmacy takes on the Bad Girls.
But the action doesn't stop there. Status has been reinstated, so technically she's a rookie again, but she'll have her hands full as she tries to take on Emmy Solo.
Then it's right into another Money Shot qualifier match as Ivy Cloud takes on former Triple X champion, veteran Mommy.
And then your main event promises to be explosive. Miss Fire takes on former BBW Internet Champion, Sherry Lachlan. That's all to come later, but we need to get there starting with your first match. It's a qualifying match for the Money Shot ladder match. Let's hacking go!
Your opening match is set for 1 fall and is a qualifying match for the Money Shot ladder match. Approaching the ring, first, partying out of Riverside, one part of the KC crew. She is Mean Beefy Patterson.
And Mean Beefy Patterson is here on Fight Night. It's hard to believe that 3 years ago this rookie was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to set the BBW world on fire. Now in her third year, Beefy is set to make an impression and get some gold around her waist.
And Beefy has a chance to get a jump on that tonight if she is able to qualify for the Money Shot ladder match. Mean Beefy Patterson overcame Chris Stanley at the March iconic last fight after failing to topple her for weeks. Well, now this third-year competitor just have an aura of confidence about her. She's ready to show the entire planet why overlooking her is not a smart thing to do. Let's go, Beefy.
Introducing her opponent, fighting out of Riverside, one part of 3B, she is Miss Morgan.
And it looks like this buff blonde is ready to start this year right, on Fight Night. Miss Morgan had a hit and miss year too. The singles competitor of the Faction 3B, Miss Morgan lost a feud with Enyo and stayed scattered around for the rest of the year.
While she was scattered with wins and losses, she ended up on the winning side of things, even being the only wrestler to have a win versus Lucia. Sure, it took every member of 3B to do it, but hey, like you always say, Isla, a win is a win. Well, Miss Morgan is looking primed to kick off year 3 right by qualifying for the Money Shot ladder match. Let's see if she has what it takes.
There's the frickin' bell, and this match, this fight night, and year frickin' 3 are off. Let's do it.
Collar and elbow tied up, as now Friday Fight Night is officially underway. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making BBW part of your Friday. We are so excited and ready to get back into the swing of things. We have plenty of sexy burlesque wrestling in store for you tonight. But I do have to say, with the sudden appearance of Arista from standards and practices, I have a feeling that's going to shake all of Fight Night to its core.
Miss Morgan into the pin. No, not even a 1 count, and Beefy gets the shoulder off of the mat. I also have a feeling Arista is going to be a brand new thorn in Ryder's side, as if she wasn't enough of a grump already. But I will give standards and practices one thing: they prevented 10 innocent wrestlers from losing their jobs, so that was certainly a win.
2 count this time as Beefy is able to kick out again after Miss Morgan hit that top rope senton. Remember, this match is a qualifying match for the Money Shot ladder match. That Money Shot briefcase being oh so important to any wrestler. Amanda proving just how vital it's become after she took her money shot against the former champion, Kathy Daddy, after her grueling match against Miss Fire and Ripper back at Divine Prom. BBW has seemingly been in chaos ever since.
And so far this match has been all Morgan. Beefy is getting completely routed, and seemingly there isn't much that she can do. If she's still operating with Plan A, then she needs to switch to something new and fast. Winning this match won't just be a huge boost in momentum to start the year, but just having the chance at that briefcase could be life-changing.
Oh, swift mule kick by Beefy, and she's able to gain control again. Atta girl, Beefy. Oh, that stiff elbow strike caught Miss Morgan's jaw, and she is looking loopy. Beefy needs to press the attack.
Running Bulldog just plants Miss Morgan down to the mat. Beefy is now getting a second wind underneath her. She may be able to turn this match around. Remember though, there are strict 5-minute time limits on singles matches.
Stuff your face. Beefy hitting her signature setup on an already dazed Miss Morgan.
She's dragging her away from the ropes. What power!
And it looks like she's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Wow. A statement win by Beefy for the first match of year 3.
The winner of this match, qualifying for the Money Shot ladder match, Beefy Patterson.
What a strong win by Beefy! After overcoming the initial onslaught by Miss Morgan, Beefy was able to reverse that momentum into something great. And that means she'll be in the main event of the money shot. Wow, Mean Beefy Patterson is qualified for the Money Shot ladder match at the end of the month, but there are still 5 more wrestling beauties left to go, and we'll be finding out one more qualifier later tonight. I'm so excited I get to say this again. For now, let's head backstage to some actions our cameras have caught up with.
Yes, she did it. That's our girl. She's going for the money shot.
Was there ever any doubt? Beef always brings the smoke. Together, all of us are gonna prove that the KC crew is a whole lot more than just the life of the party. We're gonna be the lifeblood of this whole company.
Whew, I thought I heard the sexiest voice from the sexiest champion in BBW. Hey there, good looking. You are looking mighty fine with that gold over your shoulder. I'm hoping you're also the woman of your word. Like I think you are. I'm first up still, right?
Damn right you are, baby. I've talked to Ryder already. Consider it a favor. But we're both gonna be busy on Extra from here until the money shot. But we'll have our rematch. I hope you don't plan on things playing out differently, though. I worked 2 long-ass years for this beauty. I'm not ready to give it up just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new BBW Internet Champion, Tessa! Vivacious!
And it looks like a brand new champion has appeared on Fight Night. Tessa Vivacious is here, and the crowd is loving her. Tessa Vivacious overcame the longest reigning champion of any division in BBW history in an absolutely thrilling match. Tessa relied on every single one of her friends to overcome Erica's cheating, but in the end, BBW finally has a new BBW Internet Champion.
Mistress Erica tried every single dirty trick in the book, from brainwashing to using outside interference in order to overcome the mighty Tessa. But at the end of night 1, Tessa Vivacious held the championship high into the air. Her year-long ordeal finally coming to its climatic end, but you cannot forget Ryder's words. Tessa is now in her 4th year. Once she loses the belt, that's it. She can never challenge for it again. For now. Let's hear what the champ has to say.
Hello, Riverside. How are we feeling tonight for the start of year 3? Let's make some noise. It's been a fantastic night so far, right? God, does it feel good to be back in this ring again, but it feels even better to be holding this beautiful BBW Internet Championship high into the air. I think, this time last year I was being flirted with, then manipulated, and then ultimately lied to by one of the most evil and powerful women or all of BBW for that matter, have ever seen step into this ring. She wasn't just a liar and a cheater, she was a machine. She was all powerful. And I didn't know how I was even supposed to survive our match, much less win it. But I had a lot of help. I was in a very, very dark place, but I had a shining light that absolutely refused to give up on me. My best friend in the world, Piper. I wish I could put into words just how much you truly mean to me, but it wasn't just Piper. There was Piper, veteran Mommy, Thunderstorm, all of my closest friends who helped take down Mistress Erica and all of her cronies that have been brainwashed to do her bidding. But I can't forget the biggest and most important woman of all, the glue that kept BBW from falling into complete ruin and the reason we all came together in the first place. I need to thank you personally, face to face. So ladies and perverts, let's hear it for Jane Knoxley.
Jane Knoxley makes her Year 3 debut. Jane unfortunately coming up short of the March iconic last fight against Amanda Violet in a brilliant and thrilling match. And is it just me, or does Jane look a little different?
Jane Knoxley looks like she's sporting some dark hair instead of her usual neon purple with yellow highlights. She's looking a lot more serious as well, even more serious than usual. No doubt coming up short against Violet may have something to do with it. But she's still coming out to celebrate Tessa's success. That's what real friendship is all about. Oh my God, Knox. What are you doing?
Did you just see that? Jane Knoxley just shoved Tessa to the mat. What in the hell? What is Knox thinking?
How dare you? How dare you rub that stupid championship in my face? I'm the glue. I'm the one, right? I'm the one who made this all happen. You and those other blonde are just so fucking grateful, are you? You. Where were you when I needed you? Ha! When Violet and Isabel did what we all knew they would do. Where were you? I'm supposed to be the one to thank for bringing you your happy ending. You. You don't get to bask in the glory of my hard work, so you get to feast while I die in famine. I'm done with you. I'm done with those blondes. I was right all along. I never needed friends, because you all let me down just like I knew you would. The next time I see you, that belt or your friends, I'm breaking their necks.
Wow, what did we just see? What does this mean? Jane Knoxley just declared war on Tessa and all of her friends. I don't like the sound of that at all.
It looks like the battle lines have been drawn. Jane telling Tessa that she's done with her completely. Just like you, I have no idea what this means. I just know this isn't going to be good. That may have been wild, but Friday Fight Night continues on. Up next, we have an old school tag team match at the Pharmacy takes on the Bad Girls. Let's head down to ringside now.
The following match is an old school tag team match set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, fighting out of Riverside. Meet them out back after the show. If you're looking to buy candy in Indiana, they are the Pharmacy.
And I hope you brought enough money for an 8, because Riverside's favorite drug dealers are here on Fight Night. While Candy and Indiana may have had a rough start to year 2, they certainly turned it around once the former Ground Control began to steal their drugs and harass the fan-favorite duo.
The Pharmacy had done such a good job of taking down Ground Control on several occasions, to the point the group imploded on itself, and Ivy may have developed a hardcore drug addiction. That's why you don't do drugs, kids! In any case, the Pharmacy ended year 2 on a strong high note, and they hope to carry that momentum into year 3.
Introducing their opponents, fighting out of Riverside, they are the real bad girls of BBW. They are Denise Michael Daniels and Jade Haley.
I hope you're ready for a physical and a prostate exam, because this RN and her bulky buddy have made their Year 3 debut on Fight Night. The Bad Girls had a similar Year 2 to their Year 1, that being some serious butt kickers with a healthy number of wins under their bust lines. The Bad Girls are not the team to take lightly under any circumstances.
You got that right, Jarrett. The Bad Girls have basically beaten every single team on the roster, and at the March Iconic last fight, they even overcame the extremely tough foreign wrestlers. The Sutherland twins, while they may have lost each of their singles matches, together, the Bad Girls aren't just good, they're great! I don't see a way they aren't knocking on the door to Toxica's championships if they can pull out the win tonight.
That bell makes this match official, and the first tag team match of Year 3 is off. In most circumstances, BBW tag team matches are traditionally tornado tag team matches, with all 4 women being in the ring at one time. However, to kick things off this year, we're taking it old school, a tag team match where our wrestlers literally have to tag one another in.
Already a 2 count after that absolutely beautiful leaping cutter by Denise. It already looks like the Bad Girls have been in the gym and ring training their booties off to get even better. While this isn't how tag team matches are usually done in BBW, that doesn't mean there won't be just as much excitement as usual. But while this match is going on, I've already received word from Ryder. We are indeed making it official. Casey King may have just won her BBW XXX Championship against Thunderstorm at the March Iconic last fight, but she's already going to be in for the fight of her life, as Kathy Daddy will be challenging Casey King at the money shot for the gold.
Tag made, as Jade Haley has now become the legal wrestler. Remember, while this timer still ticks away, wrestlers can only enter the match after they have tagged their partner in, with the ref seeing it and announcing the tag has been made. I love my pharmacy women, but it looks like the Bad Girls are going to be systematically taking Candy apart. She's going to need to make a tag ASAP if the pharmacy hopes to stay alive in this match.
Counter by Candy, and this is her chance. She needs to get to her corner of the ring and get Indiana into this match as soon as she can. Oh, that super kick just smashed right into Jade's face. I love Candy, but ain't no way that chick is standing a chance against the powerhouse that is Jade Haley.
Indiana in the ring now, as she is just smashing her boot into Jade's face. The 2 muscle mommies in the ring now, as it looks like the pharmacy seems to be in control now. And, we also need to talk about that bombshell that was just dropped in Tessa's lap in that last segment. I mean, Knox not only looks different, but she's acting with so much malice.
Kick to the gut. What is Jade planning? Oh my god, what a powerbomb by Jade Haley. The power it takes to lift someone the size of Indiana and plant them with such force into the mat. Indiana may be completely out of it now after that.
Irish whip into the rope. Denise! Oh, what a headbutt by Denise, just catching Indiana off guard. She has to be hurting for sure. That combination of that vicious powerbomb combined with the headbutt might have sealed the deal for the Bad Girls. They are just looking on another level for the premiere of Year 3. The dental plan.
Denise just rocking Indiana with her signature setup. And now Denise is going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Holy crap. Another statement win tonight.
The winners of this match, the Bad Girls.
I haven't seen the pharmacy completely demolished like that in a long time. The Bad Girls are showing they are to be respected. They will not just sit back any longer. A statement win that Toxica had to be feeling. But for now, looks like our cameras have caught up with some more action backstage. Let's take a look.
Did you see that? Did you see that win? Another win for the bad girls. Win after win after win, because that's what we do. We win. We beat those stupid foreign twins. We beat every single worthless team that stood in our way. I hope you're watching Toxica, because we're calling our own money shot. We've put your useless skanky butts in the trash before, and we'll gladly do it again. Your time in the spotlight is over. Time to give those belts to a team that actually wrestle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey now. Did I hear that right? You've beaten everybody? Funny, because I'm pretty sure the last time this tag team took on that tag team, we won. And yet somehow you think your dumb little team deserves to be the first in line for the tag titles? Nah, bitch. You two aren't going anywhere, at least not until you go through us. I can promise you that if anybody is going to take those belts off of those stupid, entitled idiots, it's going to be 3B. And if we have to run you dumb broads over again to prove it, then we will, gladly. So, on the next Friday Fight Night, 3B takes on the Bad Girls. Winners become the first #1 contenders of Year 3. Because we aren't just here to take part, we're here to take over.
Don't worry about it, it's just a small setback. I know you can feel it like I can. It's hard to concentrate on a match when you're constantly worried about your drugs being stolen Ivy. Come on, what are you doing, bro?
I'm good for it. I swear. I have the cash right here. I was just gonna put it in your bag. When I found the stuff, I need it. I need it real bad.
Yeah, we know Ryder said you had a match tonight, but this might be more important. Come on, Ivy. Let us help you another way.
Already Year 3 is getting more and more exciting. But up next, Status has been officially reinstated, but she's going up against some tough competition right away. It's Emmy Solo versus Status Symbol. Let's hecking go.
The following match is set for one fall with a 5-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, fighting out of Riverside. She is an icon. She is a trailblazer. She is a Status Symbol.
And I hope you know your place, because the Trophy of the Elite has arrived on Fight Night. Status has had one roller coaster of a story since Friday Fight Night had started. Already a legend in burlesque wrestling for years. Status was eventually forced into retirement when BBW was invaded by its first foreign wrestler, Lucia.
But Status wasn't done with BBW yet. She actually rejoined the ranks, clawing her way from BBW Extra onto the main stage again. Only this time under a bondage mask and calling herself Estado. She lost once again to Lucia and has retired Estado and returned as a brand new Status. So yeah, technically she's a rookie again.
And introducing her opponent, fighting out of Riverside, she will no longer be ignored. She is Emmy Solo.
And I hope you swept the alley behind the RPAC, because the Brawler is about to throw you back there on Fight Night. To say Emmy Solo's Year 2 has had ups and downs in a vast understatement. Solo started the year with 5 straight tag team losses back when the Outliers were still a thing. Remember that? God, that was forever ago.
Emmy and Sarah, eventually had their falling out as Emmy lost to both of her old teammates and then eventually to Hate, leaving her in a tailspin. Heck, Ryder almost just fired her before Arista stepped in. You gotta believe now the chip on Emmy's shoulder has to be enormous. Let's see how that shakes things up tonight in this match.
The ref has signaled for the bell. Oh, Emmy being released out of the gates like a bull as she just takes the fight immediately to Status. Both of these women have had long and complicated rides since Friday Fight Night has started 3 years ago, but strangely enough, they have never been across the ring from each other since Friday Fight Night has been on the air.
Top rope shoulder breaker by Emmy as she is on fire in the early goings of this match. Both Emmy and Status are veterans in BBW, even if Status has gamed the system to start fresh as a year one rookie. But as this match goes on, we need to talk about a few things we just saw. First and foremost, the main event for the next fight night has been confirmed. 3B will be taking on the Bad Girls in tag team action. The winner of that match becoming the new #1 contenders to the BBW Tag Team Championships. That promises to be so exciting.
Thus press, Status just raining fists down on Emmy as she is back in control again. Both women having years of experience in the ring. Emmy may have ended year 2 on the losing end, but she knows how to fight. Status will need to keep her wits about her and not let emotions get the better of her tonight. And after the pharmacy's lost, it looks like they caught Ivy red-handed looking to score even more medication from Candy's bag.
Holy heck! Springboard Hurricane Rana by Emmy was a thing of absolute beauty that caught Status off guard completely. Emmy is known mostly for her brawling style, which makes such athletic moves like that so surprising. It's clear Emmy has been training as well. We've also received reports that the pharmacy has been seen leaving the RPAC with Ivy. Don't know what that means, but we may have to scramble to get someone to fill that qualifier match spot for your next match.
Just a 2 count as Emmy was able to kick out just in the nick of time. After Status hit her whipped cream signature setup. She looked like she had to rush the move so she couldn't get all of it, but you can see that Emmy is now rocked. Status cannot afford to slow down now. She needs to stay on the attack.
Another 2 count. Status is doing exactly what you said, Jarrett. She's pressing the attack while Emmy is still shaking off the cobwebs. If Emmy hopes to survive this match, then she'll need to think fast. The clock continues to tick down.
Another springboard attack catches Status off guard. These women are going back and forth. It seems more and more like Status is not expecting Emmy's sudden burst of wrestling offense. Emmy might need to start using more mat-based wrestling rather than strikes.
Wait a second. Emmy is scaling the turnbuckle. What is she planning? Oh my god, frog splash landing right on Status. The pain inflicted to both of these women with that move has to be off the freaking charts.
Back-to-back kicks by Emmy as it looks like Status is absolutely rocked. We are getting close to the final 2 minutes of this match, and it's looking more and more in Emmy's favor.
Emmy going back to her strong strikes and, whoa, Status with the counter. What is she planning here? Oh my god, another reversal by Emmy this time. She is looking determined to start year 3 off right with a win.
And Status with yet another counter. Counter after counter. Who's going to win this match? We are officially in the final 2 minutes, and literally it looks like both women could go for 10 more.
Status dragging Emmy to the ropes. She may be trying to set Emmy up. Oh my god, she's doing it. The Status Maker.
Status hitting her finishing move, and now into the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. What an amazing win by Status.
The winner of this match, Status Symbol.
What a match. Status and Emmy putting their veteran instincts to great use with so many counters. If this match had gone on for another minute, we could have easily seen Emmy's hand being raised here. A great start for the rookie Status to kick off year 3. But for now, it looks like even more action is going on backstage. Let's take a look. Oh my god, Emmy! Emmy just blindsided Status.
Emmy, come on. What the heck was that?
We have to see that again on replay.
Emmy came too early and was just biding her time while Status celebrated, waiting for the right moment to strike. Oh, look at that boot right in Status's face. How awful can you be, Emmy?
And then Emmy gets right into the face of Status and gives her face such a disrespectful mash as she stands back up. I don't know what the heck Emmy Solo is thinking, but you can almost be assured that this is just getting started between the two of them.
It's tough to keep a hard-working woman down. Miss Fire thought by setting the rewind ablaze that she would ruin my fighting spirit. Well, Allie, I can tell you now, you did the opposite. Not only did you spark my fighting spirit in the ring, but out of it too, we won't be opening until next week. But welcome to Akira's H-Hole, your one-stop shop for all things anime, video games, and imports from Japan. We got everything you're looking for, from anime for the kiddos to the extra saucy stuff that I have to keep behind the curtain. As a matter of fact, Akira doesn't just have one H-hole, I have two. The second one, though, I can't really show on TV. But you'll see it on BBW Extra. From the ashes of my dying 80s throwback store comes your one-stop shop for all things spicy and animated. It's certainly not stopping here, though. I struggled through the ashes to get my life back on track out here. But that doesn't mean I'm going to neglect my duty as one of BBW's best veterans. Year 3 will be the year that I get my ass back on track. I think the world has forgotten just how good Akira is. Well, I'm going to remind them. I'm going to show the world that Akira has lasted as long as she has for a reason. And I'm doing that on the very next Friday Fight Night, where I qualify for the Money Shot ladder match. And when I do, and I scale that ladder and get the Money Shot briefcase, watch your back, Amanda. You don't survive in this business as long as I have without learning how to be cunning and ruthless. And I think it's time you see that firsthand.
What a great start to year 3 tonight has been. BBW living up to its motto of being the absolute best in burlesque wrestling on the internet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this past weekend was BBW Con, a fantastic weekend for the wrestlers and fans to get together to celebrate all things BBW. Thank you to all the fans that attended the event and had such a fantastic time. But it wasn't all cheers last weekend. Isla is currently standing by to address an incident involving a fan and BBW's own Patricia Chevy.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Patricia Chevy. Patricia this last weekend was BBW Con, a convention where fans from all over the world could buy merchandise, autographs, get pictures, and meet the wrestlers that call Riverside home. However, on the second day of the event, there was a bit of a disturbance, and it seems like a crazy fan attacked you. Do you have any idea what may have been the catalyst or caused the issue?
No. Why are you asking me that question? Like I'm supposed to know what goes through the mind of every single psychopath who tries to come into this town. I'm not responsible for anybody other than myself. That dumb psycho bitch wanted to do something crazy, and she's honestly lucky that security was there to beak it up. Because...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Help! We need some help out here!
What in the heck was that? Patricia jumped backstage by someone in a hoodie. Oh god, we can't slow down though. Ivy Cloud left the center with the pharmacy earlier in the night, so this qualifying match is now North Dakota taking on veteran Mommy. Let's head down to ringside now.
The following match is a qualifying match for the Money Shot ladder match. Approaching the ring, first, fighting out of Riverside, she'll kick your ass, then kiss your boo-boos. She is veteran Mommy.
And I hope at least some part of you is standing at attention, because your mommy is here. On Fight Night, veteran Mommy is now a 6th-year wrestler in BBW, and she is absolutely one of BBW's best and most fearsome competitors.
Holy heck, did you just see that? Anyway, I'm back. We'll have to talk later. Veteran Mommy is the former Triple X champion, losing the strap to current champion, Casey King, at the March Iconic last fight. But don't let that fool you, because dang, when Mommy is on, she is on.
And introducing her opponent, fighting out of Riverside. She is the country cook. She is North Dakota.
And I hope you got everything on your grocery list, because North is ready to cook your rump on Fight Night. North Dakota is starting year 3 as a singles competitor for the first time since her rookie year. This 5th-year wrestler just recently went through one heck of a long and twisted tale with her former friends and faction. Ground Control.
North's story is impossible to tell without involving her former friends, Hugger and Ivy Cloud. Those three having a massive fallout after Hugger's repeated attempts at so-called help ended up damaging the group beyond repair. North came up short in their three-way match at the March iconic Last Fight. But don't sell North short or she'll wind up deep frying you. The match is off. Oh, North taking it right to mommy immediately. North was most certainly not prepped to go to war tonight, but she's here and she's ready. Suddenly getting a shot to qualify for the money shot ladder match has to mean so much. But that does beg the question, just what in the heck is Ivy doing with the pharmacy?
Snapmare takedown by North as she is now just ripping and tearing at mommy's gorgeous blonde locks. How brutal of a move. And your guess is as good as mine, as maybe the pharmacy is gonna owe Yeller Ivy's butt for stealing all of the pharmacy's drugs. What? Too far? Anyway, bro, can we talk about my interview? I mean, we were just having a simple conversation when someone came in and attacked Patricia out of nowhere. How did they even get into the building?
Oh my god, North just stamping on mommy's beautiful face after that kick out at 1. A vile move by North for sure. I have no idea what happened, but I'm really glad you just got out of there safely, Isla. Oh, a drop kick just plants mommy back to the mat again.
Oh my god, what a running knee by Vet, just cracking North right in her jaw. A fantastic move by mommy right as she countered out of another one of North's stomps. And now it's mommy's turn to dole out some punishment against her opponent. Stiff kick to the back as mommy is fired up. Whoever that attacker was, I have a strong feeling they are connected to what happened at BBW Con. And that springboard drop kick by Vet has certainly turned the tide of this match in her favor.
Oh my god, a counter was immediately countered as both women show off their veteran skills. Mommy again taking it to North outside of the ring. Remember, countouts are still happening, and if this match ends in a draw, we go to the lottery to decide who gets in. And don't forget, we gotta look at what Akira has been up to while BBW is on reset for year 3. The H-Hole. I can't wait to check it out and peruse their fine selection of adult goodies.
Standing dropkick by North, cracking into mommy's spine. But mommy was able to hit her timeout punch to North on the outside of the ring. The ref is up to 6. Both wrestlers need to be mindful of the count. And back into the ring. What are we going to be seeing now?
Mommy getting into the ring just in time to beat the count. North thought this match was done for, but we fight on. Mommy reversing those kicks. Irish whip into the ropes. Spear!
Mommy hitting her finisher and turning North inside out. 1, 2, 3. That's it! Veteran Mommy qualifies for the money shot. Incredible.
The winner of this match, qualifying for the money shot ladder match, Veteran Mommy.
What a heckin' match, ladies and perverts! Both North Dakota and Veteran Mommy brought everything they had. They left it all, both inside and outside of the ring. But Veteran Mommy proved tonight why she's considered one of the best BBW has to offer.
I agree 100%, Isla. Veteran Mommy came in, spanked that booty, and now she's going to the money shot. And now we have 2 wrestlers who have qualified for the main event of the money shot. But who else is going to be there? We'll have to wait until the next fight night to find out. But for now, let's take you backstage one more time before your main event.
match, you are not going to believe what happened in my econ class yesterday. Professor Wick got like some real bad food poisoning or something and couldn't make the lecture. So they had to bring in a replacement, and girl, you will not believe the embarrassment of a replacement they decided to bring in.
An embarrassment, am I? Oh no, don't let me interrupt your little story with your juvenile delinquent friends. Do you believe that I am somehow unqualified to give a lecture for a class you had to repeat multiple times, Cece? Or are you experiencing secondhand shame for what I had to do to your friend Carly there? What's the matter? I thought I told you to finish your story.
Yeah, I'll finish my story. Anyway, Substitute K came in to give the guest lecture, and she was the absolute worst excuse for a replacement I've ever seen. And she somehow set the bar even lower than her stupid little policy enforcer job she has now. If you came to the blue locker room thinking we would be intimidated by your little lackeys, then you're sorely mistaken.
Oh, don't you worry. We don't need you to be scared. Carly knows just how well I can beat ass. Isn't that right, Carls? And nothing would delight me more than to show your whole little useless trio as well.
Then bring it. Next Friday fight night, 6-woman tag match. We'd be glad to repay you for everything you did to Carly, and so much more.
I had one goal. One singular goal for the entirety of last year. And that goal was win a championship with my mother for her last year. A way to send her out on top. So we could hug and embrace each other, tears in our eyes as we celebrated all of our hard work to reach the top. I worked my ass off for it. I was in the gym every day. I was running ropes every day. I was putting my blood, my sweat, and my tears into making that dream a reality. I stepped my game up to a whole new level for that goal. And we were there. We were right there. I could lick the BBW Tag Team Championships. The finish line was in sight. I wanted with all of my heart to send my mother off into the sunset with her head held high, gold around her waist for the first time in her entire career. And she was going to do it with me by her side. But you and those stupid entitled f***s just had to scheme. And you had to cheat. Just like you always do, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes to stay on top. And what does your tiny little gooned out rotten brain manage to concoct? Oh, that's right. You f***ing drug me. And you keep me locked in my hotel room. Then, you proceed to f*** me over and over and over again until I can't stand. You ruined everything. Well now, you stupid little pink-haired shit. Now it's my turn to ruin you. I'm going to fill your disgusting, putrid, and vile pussy with cement and your own blood. And only then will I throw you in the garbage where you belong. And this isn't a threat. This is a promise. This is my vendetta.
Some strong words coming from Jazz, but it's time for your main event, and it promises to be a doozy. It's Miss Fire taking on Sherry Lachlan, your first main event of Year 3. Let's heckin' go!
The following match is set for one fall with a 5-minute time limit. Approaching the ring. First, fighting out of Riverside, a phoenix rising from the ashes. She is Miss Fire.
And I hope you have the fire department on speed dial, because the roof might end up ablaze. On fight night, the absolutely diabolical Miss Fire makes her way to the ring. This time last year, Miss Fire was literally wrestling for her job, after Ryder terminated her and 9 other wrestlers, much like she tried to do this year. After Miss Fire won that match, however, she changed. She then became filled with vengeance and hatred for all things BBW.
Miss Fire's trail of blood and revenge tore through BBW, almost burning the whole place down. She retired veteran Elita, and while she was turned away by Kathy Daddy, it seemed like nobody else could possibly control Miss Fire's incredible heat. Miss Fire is danger. She is danger in its purest form.
introducing her opponent, fighting out of Riverside. She's ready to lay down the law. She is Sherry Loughlin.
Objection, Your Honor. This woman is about to turn the ring into her own personal courtroom on Fight Night. Sherry Loughlin isn't just a kick-ass lawyer. She isn't just a former BBW Internet champion. She's also stunningly beautiful. Sherry's work ethic is second to none, and she's been proving that week after week.
Sherry has shown you certainly can have it all. Beauty, brains, and brawn. Sherry only losing to two women last year, the tyrannical Mistress Erica and the superwoman Kathy Daddy. But only having those two losses on your record really makes for an impressive resume. Sherry Loughlin has joined BBW for one reason and one reason only, to beat bitches up. But Miss Fire just might be more than this lawyer can handle. And that bell means the main event to Friday Fight Night is officially off. Thank you all so much for an absolutely unforgettable night. The amount of twists and turns that this first week had brought could make my head spin. And we're capping things off with two of the toughest women to ever grace a BBW ring.
A quick kick out at one as Sherry hit that springboard DDT to get this match started. I have a feeling this one might also go to the limit as both Sherry and Miss Fire are incredible wrestlers in their own respective rights. A vicious stomp to the arms as these ladies are not feeling out one another at all. They are going for the kill immediately.
Ms. Fire dodges the frog splash attempt by Sherry, and just like that, the veteran is back in control. This year marking Sherry's 3rd year and Ms. Fire's 8th. While there is a large gap between these two ladies, that most certainly doesn't tell the whole story. Collar and elbow tie up now, as both of these women are fighting for control in this match. Sherry has already held the BBW Internet Championship, but I'm willing to bet she would love a second go around to show just how great she truly is.
Oh, a sucker punch by Fire as she locks horns with Sherry again. Neither woman here is really a fan favorite or anything, but I think the fans can appreciate just how good both of these women are as well. Neither afraid to take a shortcut when the time comes for it. Super kick, Sherry just catching Fire with the side of her boot. Oh, another springboard DDT has put Fire down to the mat.
Sherry now going for the pin again. 1. No, Miss Fire keeps this match alive. She's shaken, but she's still fighting. Sherry has to know she needs to stay on her. If Miss Fire can get a counter off, then this match could easily turn in the other direction. The balance of power is so easy to tilt in the other direction.
Oh my god, Miss Fireball will break that headlock as these two women are now taking it old school with some chain wrestling. Sherry may be the newer of the two, but she absorbed professional wrestling so quickly, it's actually easy to see why she's a former BBW Internet champion. The chain wrestling continues as these women fight hard to gain control, but they need to be mindful of the ever-present clock counting down.
Oh, a vicious knee into Sherry's head as Fire is going for the kill shot now. This is getting intense.
The Molotov.
Miss Fire hitting her signature. 1, 2. No, Sherry is not going down. Just 2 minutes remaining. Miss Fire is going to the top rope. We know where this is going.
The Flaming Phoenix. Oh my god! Sherry dodged the Flaming Phoenix attempt. Sherry has a chance to come back in this match.
Counter by Fire. What's going to happen? This is getting insane. Fire has Sherry by her purple locks. Oh, face first into the turnbuckle, followed up with body shot after body shot.
But Sherry counters the kick attempt. She's throwing Fire to the ground now. What are we going to see? Just 1 minute left. Objection!
Sherry kicked Fire's face off with that signature. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Sherry Loughlin starts the year off right with a win.
The winner of this match, Sherry Loughlin.
What a hard hard-fought match between these two titans. Sherry and Fire both brought everything they had to this ring, but Sherry was able to walk away with the victory tonight. But what will this mean for the future? Thank you to the RPAC for hosting us. Thank you to all the people working so hard behind the scenes to make Friday Fight Night a reality. Huge thank you to big fans and VIPs on the Patreon. A humongous thank you to the green and yellow VIPs on your screen. BBW Extra promises to be even more intense this year. Stay tuned. But most of all, thank you. We'll see you all next week. Oh, wait. It looks like Sherry is grabbing a mic.
See that? See that shit right there? Nobody, and I mean nobody, can stand up to me when I start to get serious. And I am taking year 3 very seriously. I don't care who's got the BBW Internet Championship around their waist. I don't care if it's Erica, Tessa, Valentine, whoever. That championship is mine, and all you're doing is keeping it warm for me. My waist is cold, and I'm hungrier than I've ever been before. Tessa, I don't care how many wannabes and losers are at your door. I'll rip the off of anybody who wants to get in line before me. I hope you didn't get too much rust over the break. Because when I put my foot over your defeated body and hold the Internet Championship into the air for a second time, I want you to know that I beat you when you were at your best.
Oh my. She's serious, you can hear it in her voice. Listen, you've been a great help. But Toxica really has an image to maintain, but because you've been such an asset. I won't immediately kick you to the curb, that would be just plain mean. I'm giving you until divine promise. If you don't have your own gold to call your own by then, well, then you're out. And by the sounds of it, it looks like you have some other problems to deal with first. I mean, we would help you and everything, but you know how it is. We're really, really busy running these streets and making sure this gold stays with Mama and her favorite girls. I mean, who knows? Maybe I was wrong about you being anything more than a gutter slut who's willing to do anything to get ahead